Hello,
Hello,
hello, Mater.
hello. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Yes.
I'm trying not to miss
Okay.
people joining because in Zoom you have to admit
Yes.
when people are joining. So you message that you will need to leave at 6:45. Yeah.
Yes.
So wait, let me
And let
quickly.
me share with you a little bit story about my recent story.
Mm-hmm.
This year, in the starting of this year, I joined one internship. It's
Mm-hmm.
a pure Singaporean company,
Yeah.
and the owner is not based in Ho Chi Minh. It's based in
Mm-hmm.
Singapore. And before joining this internship, we discussed about how I can utilize my skills to contribute in his company.
Mm-hmm.
But when I joined, what he said is totally different what he asked me to do. Yeah, he wanna do the business here. So I started from the website and how to prepare the Google advertisement for
Mm-hmm.
his campaigns. Yes. But recently I had a little bit argument with him because uh,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see my future, even though this is a pure free work. As I talked to you last
Mm-hmm.
time, yeah, and he judged me that I have my very clear weakness is instability to achieve something,
Mm-hmm.
and I sent an email back to him that said that it's very crucial if I wanna work in Vietnam, I need to have the working visa.
Mm-hmm.
And he certainly don't know how to reply me. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I also talked to the IMIT school about this internship. Normally the other people around me say it's kind of unusual internship, not normal internship. Yes.
Mm.
Well,
Well, I cannot say that it's 100% unusual.
yeah.
Um, it might be not 100% normal as well.
Yeah.
But, like free internship is something that happens in many companies.
Mm.
And um, some companies will not hire you before
Mm.
testing, especially for the big companies.
Mm.
Usually you still get something like a lunch compensation or I don't know, some taxi cost or some like grab costs
Um,
covered. So it will be at least something that is covered. So not like
yeah.
100% for free. Um, but
Mm.
look, making a visa for internship
Mm.
is something that no one will do.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes.
it's too expensive and it's too difficult for the company. This is like one thing, and the second thing is that how they will explain to authorities that they need to hire foreigner for internship. The key idea of hiring foreign employee is to cover the position that cannot be done by local
Exactly.
workforce.
Exactly.
If it's not like that, it will be impossible just to approve the documents for you,
Yes.
especially if it is 100% online work.
Yes.
So it's like really something difficult here. So here I would suggest not to push for the working visa at this moment, but better to push for some kind of, compensation. I don't know, like at least like a small fixed salary that will be paid for
yes,
you. Because
yes,
like a visa, even if they agree to do it for you, I'm not 100% sure that it will be even approved.
yeah, and we have the discussion last Thursday, and we kind of not really argument. We clarify something, and he told me, "Okay, this is your final day here."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he even told to me the big picture. Meaning is always my ultimate goal to have the market here, and even wanna build the office here and do the business here. Yes, and he can directly say, "Okay, get out of me! Like this is your final day." Suddenly, I just replied to him, uh, because during the internship, I had limited resource. Actually, I built from
Mm-hmm.
zero. Yes, and I replied to him, "This is not the quite smart like a leader to make a decision right away." Yes. So, and he even pushed me. I say servant leader is like help the team to remove the barrier and guide them to on the correct direction. But he argued me like, you wanna be the leader or member? You wanna be the leader or member? Yes. So, so I was a little bit surprised that we have the different mindset, understanding the task and understanding the goal. Yes.
Well, but it's
Yeah.
a good takeaway for you for the
Yes.
future, that you need to clarify from the very beginning, the goals, the
Yes.
expectations, requirements, what is expected from you, like what you are supposed to be, and to do,
Yes.
what role to accomplish. And then based on the expectations from the employer, you can adjust your behavior. But let's jump. Wait, I'm trying to share the screen.
Okay.
Let me. Okay, do you see my
Yes.
screen now?
Yes.
So I took only one CV that you shared. I'm not
Yeah.
sure for which position is this.
Oh, this is for the
Mm-hmm.
financial role. And
So the first comment. Sorry, it's the end of the day for me. So like for the first comment is that it should be clear from the name of the file.
okay.
Like what position you target. English here is not very important because obviously like you have it either in English or in Chinese or in some other language, but you will apply based on the requirements of the company. So what is important here is the position. So that
Okay.
when the company receives the file, they can see from the very beginning, like the name and position. So there will be the link.
Yeah. The name and position.
Yeah. So the other comment that I have immediately. Oh, wait. There is someone joining. I nearly missed. So the second comment is about your email address that you are using to
Yes.
apply. My suggestion is to make it like, I don't know, name and surname. Not the nickname that you use with some figures. It's difficult to catch. And maybe even better to remove the nickname from the CV.
Okay.
It's like you're, I don't know, you're shy or you're upset with your own name. So now we are talking about the header. Then you have like a link to your LinkedIn profile, portfolio, and cover letter. So first of all, you need to remove the link to the cover letter because cover letter should be made specifically for the company, not just some cover letter in general.
Yes. Okay.
So we never include the link to cover letter in our CV because in this case, you need to change the link every single time.
Yes.
To make sure that you create the cover letter for the specific company and CV for the specific company. Like a portfolio, what exactly did you put there?
Is kind of the project I have already done and the summary of the work. But I know it's not quite professional.
Like, why do you want to include it? What does it give?
No, the same.
But this is a good thing. Look, when I opened, I can see like 2 hidden slides. Better to delete them.
Okay.
Not just to hide.
Yeah.
Then you have a portfolio. About me. Well, what I can see, it's pretty much the same as your CV. It's like giving quite the similar content.
Yes.
And it doesn't make sense. So like portfolio is critical for people working in IT, for people working in web design, in design, in some arts, in some creative professions like social media or advertisement or marketing, like where they really need to show the project and the work they've done, like especially visual, like something visual. You use this CV to apply for the financial position. Like, it's like pretty much the same as the CV. You just give the, like, what have you done? What did you achieve? And what were your tasks in this role? So it's kind of excessive. You have it already in your CV. You don't need to have it one more time. So I suggest in your case, like portfolio is not needed. LinkedIn may be, but it depends. If your profile in LinkedIn duplicates your CV, then we don't add it. If the content is different, then yes, we can add LinkedIn profile. But if you just, as many people do, they have the CV and they just paste the content from CV to LinkedIn, and it will be the same information. So it doesn't make sense. So you need to review your profile, or we will not be doing it now. Let's jump into the summary that you have. Doing some business strategy. like, well, it's cool that you are results driven, but like, who are you? What position? Like financial analyst, project manager. Like the summary is a statement. Something like elevator pitch. So like the person who will read it, he needs to understand from the first moment, like what position. That is why I said that you need to add it in the title. And then in all your header, you don't even see like what position you apply and what kind of experience exactly did you have. So we usually start the summary with a personal statement, who I am. I don't like a CEO, a marketing manager, a human resource manager, a training manager, a social media specialist, project manager, IT developer. So like what position? And then you say like how much time did you work in this position? So it will be obvious from the very beginning, like who are you? Right now,
Yes.
You can use it to apply for hundreds of positions in finance, in business strategy, in IT, because you talk about data analysis. So really very difficult. Like overall, it's good. I'm not sure that you need to add here information about studying Vietnamese. It's like studying Vietnamese, right? For 9 months. Because I have a video that covers an MBA degree also, because it may stop many employers from hiring you because they need a full-time employee and you're a student. So I would suggest to remove this information from the summary. It's a very good strategy to put the skills on the top, and this is what I always do and I always suggest. But your skill set looks very poor. So you need to make it more structured and related to the position. So if you apply to the financial role, whatever it is, why do you start with communication and presentation? It should be related to the position. So the skill set that you put on the top should be 100% relevant to the position. In your case, it's not relevant. Only analytical skill is relevant, but again, it depends on the role, whether it's needed. Like project manager and PMP candidate is cool, but if you're going to do to work as financial analyst, it's not very helpful. They would rather require a CFA or a CCA or some other certification.
More financial certificates.
Yeah, instead of PMP. So for the financial position, all the skills that you put on the top should be relevant for the position. It's like, it can be financial modeling, financial planning, detail-oriented, something that will be relevant for the position. But this we take from the job description. I see this mistake. Yeah.
Can I clarify the skill set much more detailed? The core job description skill, because communication is so broad.
Communication, like, look, it's the mistake that most of the candidates do. They put some soft skills, which they consider are good to have in any position. Like, I don't know why, but most of the candidates think that communication skill is something as a must. But, well, it's good to have. It's good to be a good communicator almost in any job. It will be helpful to establish relations, to make a collaboration, a better collaboration with the colleagues. But for example, if you are working as accountant, then your future employer wants to know if you're good with numbers, if you can multiply 2 and 2 without mistakes. And if you can sit hours in front of your laptop making Excel files, instead of how good are you at chit-chatting with your colleagues. Like, he doesn't care. Most of your working time, you will be communicating with your laptop, not with colleagues.
Yes.
So you need to show the skills that will be important to have for this exact position.
Okay.
And that are required by the employer, and you can see them in the job description. It shouldn't be a very long list, like 5, 4, 5, 6, like 7 is a max. But they should be relevant. So like presentation, it can be relevant. If, for example, you are going to work as a research analyst in the investment bank, and one of your tasks will be to present the results of your research to the clients.
Yes.
It will be relevant. But if you're going to apply for the accountant role, for, I don't know, like some kind of quality assurance or financial analysis, something that will have to work with the figures more than the people, it's not relevant. So you need to be very critical thinking here to make sure that the skills you put, like you have them and they are needed.
Okay.
So like if you make the CV for a project manager, then yeah, like your project management skill and pursuing the PMP certification will be relevant. But then again, like for the certifications we put down, we don't put them on the top, because being, I don't know, certified, like PMP certified or CFA certified doesn't mean that you have the skill. Okay?
I see.
I see. It's very good that you made the clickable links. If possible, I always advise to do this, to be able to go to the company website. And this is a good idea. The time frames. One of the comments about the formatting and the structure. So the description of the company, we always move before the position.
Okay.
And then it's always good to use some formatting in different fonts to make it different. Because in here, it looks like it's kind of, like your job description, like a summary of your job, not the information about the company. So we need to make it easy to read. So maybe you can make it smaller, or you made it cursive, or you do something different. So the strategies. Like, and we don't add the information. Why did you decide to leave the company? This is something that you will discuss on the during the interview if the employer asks, but basically it's not required.
Okay.
Maybe they will even not ask you about it. So it's the information that is excessive. Mm-hmm. Go quickly. So for the positions, it's the same structure everywhere.
Yes.
Overall, the description is quite good. So you push for achievements for something that you did, and you use some figures. So one of the things that you can do is to play with positioning of your jobs. To put, like, to play with the order, to put most relevant higher, not in chronological order. So like put this position on the top for the financial.
The third on the top.
Yeah. No, the third. Well, actually, both of them. You can put them on the top and the project facilitator below, because, well, in your case, you still have the gap anyway. So it doesn't really make difference, and it will not be suspicion. So everyone will see that you had some other jobs after.
Yes.
But my biggest suggestion is to make it one page. In your case, it's possible. You don't have that much experience, so you easily can play with the format to make smaller backgrounds and to play with font to make it smaller, so it will fit one page. Because the second page is all about your studies.
Yes.
You are not fresh graduate. So you have something different outside of the studies to show to your future employer.
Yes.
That is why, I don't know, I would remove the teaching assistant at all, because it's not relevant to the positions you apply.
Yes.
And it was like almost 10 years ago, so it's quite a long time since now.
Yes.
So it's not giving you any value. So I would suggest to remove it to save time and space. For education, it can be much shorter, just like just 2 lines for the Melbourne Institute in Ho Chi Minh City and the university in Taipei. It's like Su Chao, yeah? It's
Suzhou.
and all the courses like this, with a leadership course and project management course,
No need.
it doesn't give, well, like it doesn't help you to stand out. If you don't have any experience at all, like real working experience, then it's the only thing you can show in your CV. It's your studies and how you excel in your studies. But as you already graduated, you worked already, you have a real life, real work experience. So it doesn't make any sense. It makes, your CV long, and especially for the financial position, you are supposed to be able to make it short and concise. So make it short and concise to show what you can do. And like, I would actually suggest to put the Sochao University to the top, because your degree there is more relevant for the financial positions than business administration. So I would put it higher and then lower. And actually, in your case, I would suggest to put it under the skills.
The education part?
Yes.
Okay.
For the financial position.
Okay.
Because your most recent experience is not related to finance. It will, putting education on the top will show immediately that you have at least related degree. But make it short. So it's like 2 lines. You even can do this, like I usually do it, like BA in financial engineering and mathematics, then Soochow University, date and time, like Taiwan and time period you work. So you have like 2 degrees, right? At the same time.
Yes. Oh, 2 degree and 1 program. Credit program. One is financial engineering and the other one is economics and big data program.
So you can, as you study them at the same time, you can easily combine them the same as you did.
Okay.
Oh, well, and you can even put your GPA there, because you have 4 out of 4. So it is something that can help you to stand out with education part.
Yes.
And global exchange program is not from here. Then, okay, certificates. Some financial, as it is not something you can use them, you can include them, but very, very short. But I don't really see how it will help you.
You mean the Society of Actuary exams? The industry people say these exams are very difficult. It's relevant to the finance. Well,
all the exams and all the certifications are difficult, but when you will be screened by the HR, like Vietnamese HR,
Yes.
it will not say them anything. Well,
You mean this is same is too international and they probably cannot understand what it is, right?
yes.
Yes, exactly. Because right now
So,
in Vietnam insurance, very few actually, and it's not quite popular here compared to developed country.
yes. So,
Yes,
like,
you are right.
you need to make sure that the information you put will be understood and recognized. Because for most of the HR people here, they will consider this exam as kind of LinkedIn courses or like Google certificates. So, I'm thinking how to add them. Like, I would not suggest to use the word exams here because it sounds like, university testing or something like that. Try to think over how to rephrase it to sound more respectful for those who don't understand what it is. And make it shorter.
Okay, sure.
So no need to add the description, like what it is about. Just keep the titles. Because like those who know, they will understand what it is without explanation. And those who don't know will not get the value from the explanation. So make it as short as possible to keep it for those who do understand. If, for example, your CV will be sent to the manager who knows,
yes,
he can see. But for the first screening, because like mainly you need to pass the first screening of HR.
Yes.
So you need to make sure it does not occupy too much time, too much space of your CV for them to, stop understanding and stop screening. So one of the key things when we prepare the CV for a specific, or we can say technical specializations, is to keep the balance between making it meaningful for the experts in this field and at the same time clear for those who have no idea what is going on. So you need to make sure to keep this balance. Well, and like this part, we like volunteering experience, we can add additionally, but if you have space.
Actually, the economics lecture is not really volunteer; it's the pay. Like
then it's not an interest. It's a job.
it's like you have the one presentation and you get the pay.
So add it in the work experience. If you keep doing it till now, And well, it's quite related to the financial field. So it can give you a plus. So it's better to put it on the top actually instead of moving it to the interests.
Okay.
For the English tutoring, I would suggest to remove it.
Okay.
I like your words, but you need to make them shorter. So, for example, like insurance, a little word, it's relevant, like at least it sounds relevant. 2017, remove this face, hope and love, but just keep risk management, insurance finance magazine.
Okay.
And the same here. So we remove all this blah, blah, blah.
Remove the time.
Yeah. Remove blah, 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 like honorable mentions of 5 and Taiwan, dash, business inside group, or even like we remove this one, just keep 7's big data scientist competition. So ideally, if it's like just one line.
Yeah.
So one of the ideas when we add the awards certifications is to make it short, not to use too much space, not to use too much words.
Yeah.
Just the fact. You will talk about it in cover letter during the interview. Yes. But you need to make it as easy to read as possible. So like, I know, top award, competition, year, and even maybe year sometimes is not relevant. And that's all. Like top 2, logistics sustainability competition, 2024. Done. All this la 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 blah blah blah. No. Save them for the interview. So, as we discussed, I would suggest to put this to the top and remove interests.
Okay.
And one more thing about formatting, you need to make clear that this is, like a title of the block in your CV, because now you use the same size, the same style for the position, for the company, for the experience, and then if you can see your skill set is on the left side, then experience is in the middle, then education is again in the center, and then interests and the words are on the left again. So you need to be very, very concise with the formatting to keep it same and distinguish different parts. So, like, for example, education should be like bigger size, maybe in some different color, so people will see clearly that this is a part. This is a part. This is not the name of the university. This is not the name of your position. It's the name of the part of your CV. Got it?
Yes.
So any quick questions?
Rooms.
Actually,
so recently Yeah, I applied some jobs, and directly the HR just asked me, "Do I have the 3 year relevant experience?"
Mhm.
And I stuck there.
Mhm. This is something
Yeah.
that you can put in the summary actually. So you can distinguish saying like 5 years overall experience and 3 years experience in
Mm.
financial modeling and the stuff like that.
Yeah, but
So
they judge me like they see my relevant experience like 1 year, 2 year. Combined together is like 5 years, but it's not complete one job over 3 years.
mm, well, it's the truth. It's something that you need to face.
Yes.
Mm, it's something that you have, and like, well, when you apply to the job, you need to be very, very clear about what you have, what you possess,
Yes.
and have reasonable, adequate expectations.
Mm.
And when you come with a little experience,
Mm.
behaving like you are a top manager, you will definitely, or expecting some special treatment, you will get a backfire.
Mm.
So your experience is good. Like it's something that you have, the skills, the experience, but like you need to clearly understand what you can do and come with this to the employer.
Mm. Sure.
Like in your CV, like one of the key ideas of writing the CV is presenting what you have in the best way possible.
Mm.
So that the company will see immediately what you have, your background, in the best way possible. It's not something that if we don't have 10 years of experience, but the company wants to have this 10 years of experience, we will write down that like, okay, I have this 10 years, but we don't have it in reality.
Yes.
It will be very quickly be obvious. So now one of the things that you can actually do to avoid such situations is to state clearly how much time did you have in a specific field and overall experience. Because we cannot remove overall experience that we have, even if it's not in the relevant position, it's still the experience.
Yes.
We learned something. We got some skills doing the job, even if it's not relevant. It's not something that it was, wasted. So your task is to create the CV that will show the best of you and relevant for the position.
Really appreciate your guidance. Very clear and very precise.
Sorry, sometimes it's not very,
I like
short.
straight to the point. I like straight to the point, and that is the way to make myself improve. Really,
Yeah. Sometimes it's short,
appreciate. Thank you.
but without it, you won't be able to make clear CV. If I'm just, sweet and kind, saying like, "Oh, you are doing amazing job."
No, I don't want it this way. Please torture me and make myself into greatness.
So,
Yes.
key ideas, like a brief summary of everything that we discussed. So, make sure that from the first sentences of your CV, it's clear what position you want to get. And what experience you have, and how much, how many, and how your experience will be relevant to the position. Showing the skills that you have and that will be required for this position. No need to include all the skills in the world that you might have, but that are not required in this job. I don't know, maybe you're a great dancer, but you will not include this information in the CV applying for the accountant position, right? They don't care. And by the way, I just realized you don't have any IT skills here, like any specific financial programs. Like, do you know how to
Visual
use
Basic, Tableau,
yeah. So you did not include it, but this can be relevant, and even like a proficiency in Excel can be also important because a lot of things are done there. Then for the experience. For the experience, we structure the experience based on the relevance. Chronological order is something, standard, but it's not a must. So you can change the order if you have more relevant jobs previously. If your education is relevant to the position and you lack working experience, it's worth putting it on the top.
Yeah.
Because it will show that at least you have a professional degree required by this company.
Yeah.
It's like, the recruiter will have kind of a checklist. And when he screens your CV, he will put the marks. Okay, degree in finance, yes. Experience in finance, yes. Experience with that, yes. And if you have more yes than no, you will be invited. But no one will check, like in your portfolio, it's very long. No one will spend hours to search for this yes or no. It's your task as the applicant for the job to make sure that it's very easy to put these marks. Yes. So you have to structure your CV in the way that it's easy to check.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And like all the interests, hobbies, expectations, we keep to ourselves. For the award certifications, we include in our CV the awards and certifications that will add value. So, basically, this is the key principle of building the CV is that we add the information that adds value to us. If it does not add value, we don't. So all the certifications, we make them short and clear and only keep the certificates that will be really recognizable in general. So like all Google courses, LinkedIn courses, Udemy, Coursera, or any other online platform. Like it's good we can do them for us,
Yeah.
but adding them to the CV looks very
Yeah.
miserable.
Okay.
Good.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I remember you had another meetings,
Yes.
and we had several
Thanks for.
participants who
Yes.
left. So
Okay.
see you next time.
Yes.
If you have any questions, just as usual, you
I
are
have
welcome.
a lot of questions. Thank you.
I think that next month we will be doing the LinkedIn review, so you
Okay.
can prepare your profile.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you. I
Have a
appreciate
good
it.
day. Have a good
Thank
evening.
you. Thank you,
Bye bye.
mentor Ayla. Bye bye.